It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now it's Parker. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A second down throw for Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Eagles have recovered. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Back to Gainwell here on second down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And it's caught. Touchdown! LaShawn McCoy from 8 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now Griffin on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 46 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now it's Parker. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas, a glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
This is...
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. He juked him, and he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this is Gainwell. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Gainwell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. On third down, it's Gainwell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give running right is Gainwell.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now McCoy pushing, and he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philly.